I know some people are gonna be like, girl, why would we do that? Hey you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're talking all about nails today, and I know I need to get them done. Well, get them done. I'm gonna do them myself, but I just took my nail polish off, and after this video, I'm repainting them because nice painted nails just does something for my soul. But in this video, we're talking all about the new Olive and June gel nail polish and their whole system, and they have a whole new base coat and all of that. So I'm really excited to get in this video and tell you guys all about it. I've been trying and testing it out, and I definitely have some thoughts. And I would love to know down below if you tried this out. If you have, let me know what you think. I would also love to know down below what other nail polish brands you want me to talk about, or what other videos you want to see before the end of the year. Let me know down below. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this Olive and June gel nail polish review. Olive and June gel nail polish, let's get into it. So I got an entire box, so I got the whole system and all of that, and I also ordered 2 shades. And I actually already owned those 2 shades that I got in their long-lasting polish, and I felt like that would be a good kind of comparison point in terms of how I felt like the polish itself held up comparably to the long-lasting polish. They have 3 polishes now. They have the long-lasting, they have their quick dry. I haven't tried the quick dry, and then we have the gel. So let's get into it. So again, I got a whole box. Let's talk about what you get in the box. First you have this, which is their LED cure light thing, and I really like this. It's, I mean, it's a good standard kind of cure, like LED light kind of cure thing. And here it has a little heart with like info on, if you do a quick press, it's 1 minute of cure. If you do it a little bit longer, it's 2 minutes of cure, which is really helpful because for certain stages you do a longer cure than others, if that makes sense. So that's in there. Then you also get a buffer and a nail file, which is great because you need both of those to make your nails look good. And then you have the nail polish remover, which I've always really liked their nail polish remover. And this is really nice because it makes it easy to just like dip something in and clean up the edges of your nail before you cure. Because after you cure, nothing's moving. But this is really nice. I've talked about this in a previous video. And you also get a cuticle remover, and I feel like cuticle removers are the key to success with doing your nails at home because it just makes it so easy. So you get a cuticle remover. There's a bunch of other brands that have cuticle removers, but I do stand by these. Like, they are just so good. Then in addition, you have a cuticle serum, which is nice. You put it on after you're done with your nails. Along with the cuticle remover, you get this, which you can push your cuticle down with, and kind of, I use this side to clean up around the edges of my nail, and also kind of move any dead skin and stuff. Stuff like this is great. Then you get these toenail clippers, and then you get this, which is, I can't remember the name. I think it's called their Poppy or something like that, but you can put it on top, like the caps of nail polish. Well, you take the cap off and you put this on top, and it makes it so that you can paint your nails a lot easier. If you're good at painting your nails, this probably isn't for you, just because it makes you hold the nail polish a little bit different than maybe you naturally do. At least it didn't work for me. But if you struggle to paint your nails, this is definitely going to be helpful because it extends the cap of the nail polish, so it just gives you a little bit more kind of room to work with. And then you get a nail brush, which is great. It helps you clean up around the edges of your nails, which is amazing. It helps you like dip it in nail polish remover, and then you like clean up around the edges before you cure it. And if you're not using polish that needs to be cured, you can just clean up around the edges with regular polish. This is really, really helpful. And even if you're good at doing your nails, stuff like this is really nice to have. And then we're getting into the polishes that you get. First, we have the peel off base. And this really intrigued me because I have other peel off bases that I've tried, and I really wanted to see kind of how this holds up. So I was really excited to see this. And if you struggle with just how messed up your nails get after doing gel polish, peel off gel, like peel off polishes are really, really good for avoiding nail damage. Then you have the regular gel base coat. Then you have a top coat. And then last but not least, we have the polish colors that I got. I got 2 shades. I got the shade CV and I also got the shade Obsessed. And both of these shades are shades I love to use with their long-lasting polish. Both really, really beautiful. Now let's kind of get into the nitty-gritty and talk about the kind of process and my thoughts and what I liked, what I didn't like, and all of that. So I ordered this like right away, literally broke my toes running to buy this because I was so intrigued that it had a peel off base, because although a lot of brands do have peel off bases, so this isn't like revolutionary by any stretch of the imagination, I feel like peel off bases are not really that well known. So I was really excited to see that they were coming out with a peel off base. So I immediately ran to get it. And I also got a couple requests to review it. So I wanted to make sure I got this up for you guys. So let's talk about it. First things first, what you want to do, and not necessarily what you want to do, what I feel like will give you the most success. It doesn't have to be just this kind of gel at home gel kit or polishes. This will give you the most success with like doing your nails with anything. It could be other brands of gel. It could be just regular polishes. This is the key to success. So always trim up your cuticles. Really, really important for gel is to trim up your cuticles and make them kind of disappear. You just have no cuticles left. And I know some people just like to push them back. Some people don't like to remove them. I remove my cuticles, but I cut them, and I also use cuticle remover. Then I make sure you wash your hands and all of that, and buff the nail and shape them however you want, and buff the nail. That is really, really important. Get all that dust and grime off. Then the next step is crucial. This like makes the biggest difference when it comes to specific to gel, but I use this step for any polish, is a dehydrator, nail dehydrator. So this is one that I just have. You can buy them at any drugstore, Target, Walmart. You can probably even get them on Amazon. And this is the best. It just dries your nail out, and then your nail is ready to use the polish. So the steps kind of go, you go with the peel off base first if you want to use the peel off base. If not, and you just want to have like a standard gel polish, then you just go straight in with the regular base coat. But we're going to talk about like the whole process with the peel off base coat. So you put on the peel off base coat. They have instructions on how you need to do it. You leave kind of the edges all around the nail free. So it's kind of more concentrated to the center of the nail, but it doesn't have to be like a dot in the middle. They have like a whole diagram. So you do that, you let that dry. You do not need to cure this. You let it air dry. It takes a couple minutes. Then you go on with your base coat. Now, what I want to say, clean off the brush. Clean off the brush. Clean it off. Do not have too much product on the brush. This is a very thick gel polish. Now, I've used a bunch of different gel polishes. I tested other gel polishes kind of alongside this. This is a thick gel polish. It's not the thickest of all time. However, it is a thick one. So you really want to make sure you don't have too much product on the brush, because a lot kind of will glob out. There's nothing wrong with it being thick. It's just something you need to be aware of and clean it off. So you do that clean up around the edges with a brush, with the pointy kind of this, clean up around the edges. Make sure to get underneath the nail there, because a lot of the time stuff gets stuck in there, and then you cure it, and all of a sudden it's like so thick underneath your nail here. So clean up, then cure it, and then you go on with your colors. Now, for both of these, CV and Obsessed, 2 coats was totally fine. I can't speak obviously for the other colors, but they were very, very accurate to the other long-lasting polishes I had in these shades. Again, this formula is thick. Very thin coat. So clean off that brush, thin coats. I feel like if you don't do thin coats, you are not going to have success with this system at all. I also feel that way with other brands of gel polish, thin coats. And if you only want to do 2 coats of the polish, but you feel like, or the shape color, and you feel like you need to do 3, honestly, I feel like 3 thin coats is way better than 2 thicker coats. I'm just saying. For me, 2 thin coats for both of these was fine. I did the red on my nails, the shade CD on my nails with the peely base, and on my toes, I actually did Obsessed on my toes without the peely base, and I just did the regular gel. So yeah, but thin coats, it doesn't matter what gel, thin coats, but this again is a thick gel. So just thin coats. Then you go on with the top coat. Again, make sure you're cleaning up around the edges and sealing the tip and all of that stuff. And you cure that, and then you're good to go. Now, there are a couple of things that I feel like I need to mention. So first, obviously, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again for maybe someone that didn't hear me. The polish is thick. It is very, very thick. Now, it's not the thickest gel polish I've ever used, but it is thick, so just thin coats. Now, outside of that, I want to talk about the 2 base coats. Now, the regular gel base coat says it can make your polish last up to 21 days. The peel-off base coat, and I feel like they didn't write this on their website very clearly, or in the instructions that you get, or really in anything, at least that I saw, the expectation should be that your nail polish only lasts up until 10 days. Now, my experience with other peel-off base coats is nowhere near 10 days, and I feel like the expectation should be like 5 max. And I know that sounds crazy, but on average, I've been able to get, with certain brands, my nails to last about 5 days. But the reason that peel-off polish, like the base coat, exists is for people who want to change their nail polish often. You can use it with a regular polish, you can use it with a gel. But the expectation should be that it's going to peel off. I would say on average 1 to 3 days. I know some people are going to be like, girl, why would we do that? It's just for kind of ease of removal, but also I feel like it's mainly meant for people who like to change their polish often, but also prefer a gel over a regular polish. And there are a couple of nail techs on Instagram and stuff that use peel-off base coats, but they kind of change their polish all the time. And of course it helps with removing gel, but it's not going to last nearly as long. And I feel like that needs to be made very, very clear, because it's just not going to. And in my experience with this specific peel-off base coat, I used it a few times with different colors and stuff like that, and different polishes. Just not just Olive and June, but with other polishes. And I found that like 3 to 4 days was my max with it. And if you do not prep your nails correctly and all of that, some people will have it come off like that day. So, and I know that sounds crazy, and you're like, why even bother? I get it. But for some people, let's say you have a wedding or something, or you have an event and you want to get your nails done for that, but you want to get gel, but you don't want to have to worry about removing it in 2 days. Using something like this is great. Or for someone who constantly likes to change their polish color, me, this is really great, because you can also use it with regular nail polish and it just makes it easier to remove. But in general, it's not going to last you that long. And that is also my experience with this. It's not going to last me as long, or didn't last me as long. What am I saying? It didn't last me as long. Now let's talk about other peel-off base coats really quick. So Holo Taco has one, Orly has one, Madam Glam has one. The Madam Glam one lasts really long, I will say. I don't know what hocus pocus is in that one, but that one lasts long. And I would say about 2 weeks for me with that peel-off base coat. But the removal of that peel-off base coat is really much more annoying. You even have brands like Beetles. I don't know if you know that gel company, but the brand Beetles also has a peel-off base coat. So there's a ton. And on average, I would say the ones made specifically for gel, and they'll say gel peel-off base coat, those ones last a lot longer than ones like this, or even the Holo Taco one. The Holo Taco one lasts me about 5 days. Like, I really need to say that because about the peel-off base coat, because I feel like the expectations with peel-off base coats are kind of not so clear. Well, not so clear, but people expect them to, your polish to last long. It just peels off. But really, it's kind of, in my opinion, made for someone who likes to take their nail polish off and change their color often. Anyways, so I wanted to be clear about that because I feel like a lot of people will try this and be disappointed. And again, I kind of was able to get it to do 4 days, 5 days. And nail prep will be a big factor in how long it lasts. And for some people, it will only last a day. And I just want to make sure I say that. And for the gel on my toes that I use with the regular base coat, I would say that the time frame they gave is pretty accurate. I think I took it off after 18, 19 days. And my toes still look nice. I just wanted to remove them and put a different color on for something that I had. So I changed the polish, but it still looked nice. Gel polish on my toes normally lasts me 5,900 months on my toes. Now I want to get more specific into the polishes. So the Olive and June gel polish, their long-lasting polish, and their quick dry, they're all 15 free, and the gel polish is HEMA free. So they have a nice low tox option for gel polish. Another brand that I want to mention right now, because just off the top of my head, just because I mentioned it, another brand that is a low tox option for gel is Madame Glam. All of their gel polishes are 21 free and HEMA free. And I know that there are other brands out there that have other low tox gel polish options out there for people that are also HEMA free, because I know some people really, really need it to be HEMA free because they're so sensitive to it. So I'm going to write a whole blog post and kind of talk about the brand and probably have like a chart or something like that for people that are interested. I think either way, whatever way you want to go is totally fine, but just so that the information's out there. Overall, my experience with the Olive and June gel polish has been really positive. But again, I knew what to expect from the peel-off base coat. I do hope for other people who are new to the peel-off base coat, they do make it a little bit more clear on their website or with the info you get, how long the expectation should be for the polish to last. And they say up to 10 days, so it's not like 10 days should be the expectation. But also I feel like it should be kind of up to maybe 5 days. I feel like 5 days is kind of the average that I've experienced with it. But also there were some days when I didn't do a good job prepping my nail where it didn't last that long, which to me is totally fine because I like to change my polish color all the time, but that is something to know. So I do hope they make it a little bit more clear on their website or with the info you get, because I feel like it will be confusing to consumers. But overall, I do actually really enjoy their polish. Would love to know down below if you're interested in me talking about other brands that are more on the low tox side of gel polish, or whatever else you kind of are interested in me talking about in the nail space. And yeah, that's it for this video. That is it for this Olive and June gel polish review. Overall, enjoyed it. I feel like there's definitely some caveats in there about ways to kind of make it work for you. But if you have other nail brand suggestions or other systems you want me to try out, let me know down below, because I love trying stuff for nails. I have a sickness. Let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.